to get ready before you jump. Yeah, what do you think? Zach, are you ready? Zoe, are you ready? Hmm? Are we ready? Are you guys prepared to go for a walk outside? Well, I hear you talking. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love you too. You ready? You want to go for a walk? Huh? What? 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 Okay, I get it. Okay, everybody's ready for a walk. Oh, I got three of them on me. Ooh, all right, old man, take it easy. Just for those anybody who's not familiar, this is Zeke. He's a chiggy, about 4. Zachary, who's coughing, always in the morning, congested. He's a chug. He's about 13 years old now. And Zoe, our Chewini, who is 12. Okay, all right. It's kind of hard for you to go for a walk if you're coughing your face off. There, got you down. All right, come on, come on. Let's go, you guys. Morning. We're gonna, Zach, you're not gonna go for a walk outside like this. No, not if you're that congested this morning. You can stay home or go out and hit the backyard, sir. Come on, I'm not kidding. Come on, I'm not kidding. I'm gonna put you guys up here and there, get you a look-see this morning. I'll be putting you up here in my top pocket. You guys can follow along as we go do our morning route. The camera's still out there, so anybody that has any questions, just put them on. All right, let's get some doggy bags. And we will put on some gloves this morning as well. Fingerless ones, but gloves nonetheless. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now in Sun City, it's 46 degrees with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast
46 freaking degrees.
77 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.
46 degrees. Yeah, I know there's some people in parts of the country where it's below zero and worse, but these old bones. All right, you little monkeys. Here, come over here. We're going to put on this quick. Hang on, let me take out. Here. So, I want everybody. So, let's put some leashes on. Come here. Zach, are you going to go? All right, if you're going, you have to put your leash on. Everybody has to put their leash on. We can't go anywhere without leashes. Here's one. Hold it. See? Hang on. Zoe. Oop. And hey, you don't put your face down. I can't put the leash on if you put your head down, sweet pea. You big baby. I think everybody's ready to go out and do some business. Even though Zeke snuck out the sliding door in the bedroom earlier. All right. I got my shoes up here. I got my dogs. I got my bags. Let me grab this one and this one and all right, 3 dogs, 3 leashes. I think we're ready to rock. Hold on. Let me put on my shoes. 1, 2, and then put our guests who will hopefully be listening in, watching and listening in. Hang on. Looking for my hat. Because it is chilly out there at 46 degrees. Yep. I'm putting on a scarf. I know you guys are being very patient. I appreciate it. Putting on a scarf. I'm going to put it towards the back. Putting on my hat. Just do a standard hat today. What do you think? That works. And replace the glasses today. Oh, why not? Little retro eras. There we go. That should work. All right, got dogs, got bags, got leashes. We are good to go. We're ready to hit the door. You guys ready? You're ready. I'm ready. Hold on. Hang on. We gotta put everybody in pocket so they can follow along. Oh, back up. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh, we got a package. Cool. Stop. Stop. Right there. And just get it inside real quick while we're holding the screen open. Hey, hang on. You guys are pushy. Very pushy. Just a minute. I think they want to go. All right, you guys, here we go. 46 degrees. What is up with that? Oh, you guys. Say 46 degrees. Let's go. We're boogieing. Right turn. Zeke, right turn. This way. This way. This way. Come on. Yeah, we'll get to the tree eventually. No, we're not crossing yet. You guys want to go hit the grass, huh? I see. All right, come on then. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I can always tell when they want to go hit the grass right away. Troublemakers. Troublemakers. You would know the two running are 12 and 13, respectively. I do give them supplements, same ones I take for my joints. I give to these guys. MSM, chondroitin, glucosamine. It's got a few other really good things in it for them. And of course, as any good pet parent does, they get all of their immunizations, all of their shots, their checkups. Had to have this one in recently. Zeke, it's not a competition. Had to have Zoe in recently to have her anal glands expressed. Poor thing. Thank goodness we don't have that in humans. Zach, don't you go pee on your sister. I'm looking right at you. You think it's not. You think it doesn't happen. If you're not looking, you got three dogs out for a walk. Eventually, one's going to pee on one of the others because they all go to sniff the same spot. Hang on a minute. Always curb your dog. I don't know why they call it curb your dog. Basically, it just means clean up after them. I'm sure it has some connotation in the past. I think we might get a double. We are. We're getting a double, you guys. Ooh, excitement. Hang on. For those of you who don't own dogs, nobody's looking in yet, so we're cool. Good job, Zeke. Excellent. Excellent. Good boy. They're waiting to tear it up over here. Good boy, Zeke. Well done. And again, always curb your dog. You don't necessarily need to see that anyway, but we'll make sure you're not falling out of a pocket. What do you think this is? An Easter egg hunt? Huh? Huh? You think this? Yeah, that looks like a tic tac. Seriously. Boy, pick a spot. Any spot. Just pick one spot. Seriously. I don't know how many of you are out there are pet owners. But dogs especially, and some of them like to walk and poop. And you literally have to watch all the steps they take to even get all of it. It's absolutely bonkers. Are you quite done there, Johnny Appleseed? Seriously, Zeke, are you planting something? What'd you hit, like 5 different places to do one poop? Boy, I tell you, being a pet parent does take some patience, just like being a child's parent. Are you tangled? Well, come here. Come here, Zeke. You're not tangled. It was just wrapped around your butt. Oh, no, I can't move, Dad. The leash is wrapped around my butt. Well, you walk forward and it would be untangled. Nice thing about these is they're very portable. Awesome. I think this is Sour Jack. So, come on. Seriously, if I let them, they'll stop and sniff the same spot for 30 minutes. Yeah. It's New York City. Anybody joining this yet? It was pretty quiet out there. Well, beautiful morning out here. If you're inside, you really should be outside. Doesn't really matter where you're at. Getting out and getting fresh air is something that I always recommend. Zachary, let's not try and do it there in the rocks. Oh, it's just going to go pee. Once you've owned a dog long enough, you can tell their body signals and what they're up to almost before they actually do it. All right, I'm putting you back up in the top pocket. Nobody's messing around just yet. No questions. Yep, all's quiet. All right, join us as we finish our walk. Very nice out here this morning, huh, you guys? See? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Seriously, son, there's absolutely no way you have the ability to pee on every single bush. That's almost impossible. You would have to be literally full to the rim somehow, which I guess would be possible, but wow. What are you? Looks like, are you a hawk sitting on top of a car? Am I just imagining this? Or is that a hawk sitting on top of a car? A small hawk, but a hawk nonetheless. What are you doing there? Huh? What are you doing there? What? What? Oh, well, he's not hurt. No. Oh, being chased by the blackbirds. That's what's going on. Yeah, the blackbirds do not like hawks, and they will gang up on a hawk and chase it and either down it or tree it. Yeah, I see it happen all the time. Zachary, are you having issues this morning? Huh? Did you need me to pick you up? Well, we're going to turn around and head back now anyway. Come on, we're crossing. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Yeah, we're going this way. Come on, let's go. Triple trouble here. Seriously. Huh? Triple trouble. We got 2 out of 3 poops done this morning. There's only 1 left. Don't you pee on your sister. Don't put your face where he's peeing. Oh, you guys don't, if you don't own a dog, you just don't understand. Smell is everything. And then they got to mark that smell. No, don't. Zoe, he could easily just lift his leg and put it right on your ear. Let's go. Come on, let's go get breakfast. Come on, let's go get food. Oh, the smells must be amazing. Might have had coyotes come through the neighborhood last night. Come on. I'm sure that's quite an interesting smell for these guys. Huh. Beautiful. Yeah, it looks like the brief amount of bit of snow that was up there has melted off the last couple days. How you guys doing this morning? Hey, thanks for joining. Walking the dogs. Dun, ta-da. Hope you're having a great morning. I'll be online here in a couple hours talking about health. So, in the meantime, we're just out enjoying the morning air. Mind you, at 46 freaking degrees, it could be better, but hey, you can't change everything. Anyhow, you're in my top pocket of the overalls, which makes it real easy so I can do hands free. Yeah, got to pick up poop and stuff. Anyhow, join us. Okay, you guys, let's go. I swear it's like having Chihuahua anchors. Yeah, you give them the opportunity, they'll sit and sniff the same spot for 30 minutes. Easy. Mind you, one's 12, one's 13, and the big one's 4. So, they are getting up there. So I do expect a lot out of them, though. Hey, I'm a personal trainer. I personal train everything. That includes my dogs. Ha. Anyhow, you're going back up in top pocket, and we're heading back to the house. So enjoy. If you have any questions or comments, put it on. If you want to capture a moment, here's a great moment to capture for the wall. If you want to do that for me, that would be cool. Hey, Zoe, say hi to everybody. Zeke, say hi. Say da-da-da. Anyhow, putting you back up in the top pocket, so I'll be hands free here. Hang on. Top pocket cam. Very handy overalls. Oh, there is still some snow up there. Not much, but a bit. All right, you guys. Come on, let's cross. Good job. The little white one, Zachary, is about 13 years old. Next to him is Zoe. She's 12. And Zeke here, the puppy, we think he's about 4 years old now. Be careful I don't fall over on my butt walking backwards. Huh. All right, you guys. We're getting ready to get home for breakfast. Let me fix your leashes. Hold on. That one. That one. You're good. All right. Oops. Dropping stuff. Y'all getting dizzy in there? I think it'd be fun to wear this on a roller coaster. I mean, yeah, I could do it with my GoPro, but that's not live, It's more fun doing stuff live. It really is. And stuff does get saved to Facebook when you go live on Facebook. But here on YouNow, it's much better because you can save it to a whole bunch of different places. Aha! Zoe's going to do her morning business. For those of you who own dogs, after a while, you get to know your dog very well. You know exactly what they're thinking, what they want, how they're feeling. Remember, all dogs have all the exact same emotions that we do. In fact, over 50,000 years of do not kick it, evolving with humans, we took a perfectly good gray wolf and turned it into this. And everything all the way up to your, mastiffs and everything in between. Humans playing God with selective breeding. Not the tree. That's why I love this puppy boy, but he's as dumb as a rock. Stop, stop, stay. Yes, it's very important. Part of being a responsible parent of a pet is to clean up after them every time, everywhere, every place, no matter what. Right, you guys? Now we're ready to go get some breakfast. Oh, the cute hasn't started yet. Yeah, the cute starts once we get home and in the door after the walk, huh? Because that's when breakfast begins. And believe me, if you know dogs at all, you know they're food driven. All right, you guys, let's go. Are we ready? Huh? Ready to go get some breakfast? Yeah? All right. Once we get safely over here, we can come off leash because we're right up near the house. You guys ready for breakfast? You guys ready to go get some food? Huh? My spoiled little monsters. Spoiled little monsters. Hold on. There we go. All right, now we're ready. You ready to go get some breakfast? Is that what you want, huh? Come on, let's go get some treats. Let's go get some treats. Come on. Zachary, you ready to go get some treats? Are you ready? Zeke, you ready? Come on, you guys. Ooh. All right, let's go. Come on, Zoe, let's go. Everybody, let's see you beat me to the front door. Come on. Let's see you beat me to the front door. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. It must be a good smell. Come on, let's go, go, go. I'm going to catch you. What? He says, yeah, catch me, Dad. Go ahead, catch me. Come on, let's go get some breakfast. Come on. You guys hungry? Huh? You ready for some food? All right, let's go. And of course, we must dispose of the doggy poop. Come on, you guys. You guys ready for breakfast? Huh? You ready for some morning treats? Yes? Let's go, Zoe. Come on, Zeke. Let's go, Zachary. Come on, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. Zoe, now. She will test my patience sometimes. She really, really will. All right. If you needed to go again, I can't say anything. Zeke, you don't need to cover it. This is not a competition. I promise. Yeah, well, if you need to go pee again, go pee again, but it's not a competition. I promise. Come on, let's get inside. We got to clean butts and paws. Yeah, let's go. Paws, butts. Ring doorbell. Yeah, I guess it helps if I use the right key to get in. What do you think? All right, you monkeys. Everybody. Come on. Everybody with me. Right here. Come here, Zeke. Now, every time we come in from a walk, two things that we accomplish. First and foremost, butt cleaning. You ever heard butt cleaning? I ain't kidding. Watch. Who have we got? Alexandra, how's it going? Dallas! Hey, my dad lives out that way. I'm going to be seeing him soon. He was awesome. But yeah, when unfortunately dogs have a tendency to get what I call DBS, dirty butt syndrome. And unfortunately, there is no Charmin for dogs, and they don't have thumbs anyway. So what I do is I keep baby wipes, and I buy these on Amazon in a big box of like 1,000 for 10 cents, more than that, but still it's a very good deal. And this way, when these little monsters come in from outside, I can at least make sure their butts are clean. Well, think about it. The dog runs around the house and they sit down. And what do they sit down on? They sit down on their little butthole. And if they had an issue outside where, it's not always bad, sometimes it's really bad, but you want to help keep the house clean. And yeah, you can do the same thing with your big dogs. I've had shepherds, I've had Danes, I had a retriever, golden. Goldens are awesome. Just so you guys know, I'm writing a dog book. It's the second book I'll be publishing. My first book came out in 2014. It's on Amazon, Pushing Double Nickels. And it's got stories of her rescue and Zachary's rescue. I've been doing dog rescue for about 30 something years now. For me, I trust animals and I know dogs probably the best of any animal on this planet. I've been living with them since I was knee high to a grasshopper, if you will. And yeah, for me, there's no major difference between these guys and my two-legged kids, all grown and on off doing their own thing now. But do you know that we euthanize over 10 million cats and dogs annually in America? Seriously, in shelters, they're abandoned. Zoe came from a shelter in Orange County. Zeke came also from Orange County. Anaheim, hers was in Orange. Zachary was a rescue that I got in Los Angeles, in Whittier. He had been abandoned at an apartment complex up in Whittier. My little, my little chug, my big little guy, right? Hmm? Who we estimate is about 13 now. Oh, sweetie. Been with me since 2009. If you guys have any questions, on dogs, seriously, anything, I consider myself something of an expert, especially on dog emotion and understanding dog body language. Because, yeah, I mean, they don't have voices, but they sure talk to us. I mean, literally, they talk to us. I know exactly what they want when, and their intentions, what they're up to, are rather obvious most of the time. What? Yeah, I know. When they take one arm and curl it up next to you when you're holding them, that's basically their way of giving you a hug. Obviously, a Chihuahua is way too small to put his arms around you. They would if they could. This one does. But when they curl up, and this guy will kip over on his back, and years past, he would just fall asleep if I held him like this. Huh. In fact, there's a picture of me holding him like this in Pushing Double Nickels in my book on Amazon. Huh. Huh, Mr. Face. Yes. This guy was a complete wreck when he came to me. He was probably 6 to 12 months old, I'm guessing. Might have been as old as a year and a half. I don't think he was 2. It's been about 3 years. It'll be 3 years come this summer. But Zeke, and he's a Welsh Corgi and Chihuahua mix, this guy here, and he's just under 30 pounds. So a little heavy, the doc says he's a little heavy, but not bad yet. But he was a complete basket case when he came to us. And he couldn't even go outside without, I mean, everything scared him to death. Everything. He was just a complete basket case. He had been abandoned several times at shelter in Anaheim, and every time someone took him home, all they did was throw him in a backyard. And he escaped, obviously, because everything panicked him. So, he found a way to get out of wherever he was, so they called him Houdini. Now he won't run anywhere, does he? Nope, it doesn't go anywhere now. In fact, he could sit outside the front door for hours and he wouldn't go anywhere. Huh. You guys own dogs? Cats? I got both. I've had very unusual pets also. I mean, besides, rabbits and turtles and fish. I had a snake, I had a boa, I had scorpions, I had 5 scorpions for a while. Huh. And I know scorpions' favorite food, or at least I know what their favorite food was. They like moths. Huh. I'm going to be back on here in a couple hours. It's Thursday, so on Thursdays I do stretching, I do weights, and then I talk about things like getting healthy, being balanced. As a personal trainer and health coach, I really enjoy interacting with the folks on YouNow. especially since most of them are, millennials. So for me, I want to make sure they all live to at least 100 without drooling on themselves and, wearing diapers, right? Figure if I can take off 110 pounds slowly and naturally, get rid of a 31-year cigarette habit, now I help other people do that. I got certified as a personal trainer and health coach so I could help other people do that. And this year I'm helping people quit smoking for free. So if you know anybody who's still doing the cigarettes, now medicinal marijuana and even recreational marijuana, I support 100%. If you're 18 plus in California, you can use medicinal marijuana. I use this so that I don't have to take as much pain medication for my permanent back injuries. I may not look like it, but they put me on permanent severe disability after finishing with all the x-rays and MRIs of my back and my spine. And I put the whole thing in the book, actually, just as more like a warning for most other people. If you sit all the time, seriously, especially on the job, get up every 30 minutes, stretch, do your back a favor. The human spine is not meant to be sitting in a vertical position on a tripod, your tailbone and your two tailbones. It's just not meant to do that, especially not for any length of time. Or get a Veridesk, any of those stand-up desks. You know, take it from a guy who knows. I'm the been there, done that personal trainer. For me, it's really easy to help people lose weight and quit smoking and get in shape because I used to be 250 pounds and 31-year cigarette smoker. And I didn't even start working with any weights till I was 50. Seriously. This little guy almost drowned in a pool in my house, in one of my houses in Tustin. And this was 2010. I came home at lunch, from the office, and I'm looking. I found, well, at the time there was a big purebred Chihuahua at my house who passed away at 15 a couple of years ago. But he was there. Zoe was there. She's been with me since 2007. Zoe, come here, Zoe. Hey, come here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Yeah, so people can see your pretty face. So people can see your pretty face. But yeah, I went home at lunch one day and I couldn't find this one. And I'm looking around, and finally I spotted him. He was barely treading water in the deep end of the pool. I mean, barely treading water. He was like sideways. And this was wintertime, so the water was absolutely frigid. So he was hypothermic by the time I found him and got him out of there. Thank God I went home at lunch. Had I not gone home at lunch that day, he wouldn't have made it. But ever since then, and I've had him looked at by 5 different vets in the mornings, especially. He's congested and he coughs. He's even been treated for kennel cough just in case it was that. Nope. But he's still going strong here, 2018, 8 years later after that incident, still strong. And boy, there are times he acts like a puppy. Huh. Huh. Hey, if you guys haven't fanned us, go ahead and fan me on there. That way, when I'm back on in a couple hours, you'll know it. If anybody wants to capture a moment, I'm trying to fill up the wall. It'd be nice to put something on there other than me yammering all the time. I don't know if you've ever had a personal trainer or a health coach. A health coach is a personal trainer times 10, because we cover everything. But yeah, me, I can get up and talk about health and health issues for hours on end, without tiring. Put me on a soapbox. Seriously. Anybody, any age can get better. And that's my mantra. Anybody, any age can get better. Hey, somebody else joined us. Who's in? Dun, ta-da! Let me pick it up rather than squint at you. Wouldn't that be nice? Great idea. Israel! Good morning. Thanks for joining us. We're just getting ready to go hit the kitchen in a minute here and get these guys some breakfast. We just do some treats in the morning. They get their one main meal a day of moist food, dry food, and I get a chicken every week at the local store baked chicken, and over the week it goes in with their food. And I give them supplements, same ones that I take. I take a glucosamine chondroitin MSM supplement for my joints, right? I have the same thing for these guys. It's got even other good stuff in it, but seems to help. At least my 12-year-old Chiggy and my 13-year-old Chug seem to enjoy it immensely, huh? Right? What? You got something to say? Hmm? One emotion. There's one emotion I'm convinced that these guys don't share with us. Because remember, dogs and cats and all mammals, pretty much every mammal on the planet that has a limbic system, and all mammals have limbic systems. Anything with a limbic system has emotions and feelings. Anything with a limbic system. Repeat that. Just so you know. So all mammals have feelings, every one of them. These guys, like I said, we took a perfectly good gray wolf, and turned it into, tiny little couch potatoes. Or in the case of my German Shepherd and my Lab and my Danes, they were big couch potatoes. Yeah, I'm down to little dogs now, but I've had all sizes over 50 plus years. Huh. I had a teacup Chihuahua as a child. She was only 3.5 pounds, but she scared the living daylights out of everything and everybody. It was hilarious. She was something, let me tell you. Mind you, it's always the small ones that seem to be, that seem to think they're the toughest. This one, Zachary, yeah, thinks he's a pit bull. He was going to take on a Rottie not too long ago. Yeah, in Orange County, he was going to take on a Rottie, weren't you? Yep, he was all set to do that. So, you guys, anybody want to guess what emotion I'm pretty sure that they don't share with us that humans have? It's a human emotion only. I'm almost certain that it's strictly a human emotion. That dogs don't have this emotion. I'm almost convinced. Zoe, what do you think? Hmm? What do you think? Here, you know, guys much rather see her than me. Huh? Oh, sweet pig. Any of you got dogs that do panic attacks when they get fireworks or hear a backfire from car? These two, I have to medicate July 4th and New Year's. Do you realize that July 4th, that night and the following week, is the most busy time for animal shelters? See, the cougher. Huh. Sometimes I think he puts it on just for attention. Sometimes. Because when he gets the attention, suddenly it stops. But there's also times I know it's just congestion. From getting older, huh, Mr. Zachary? Yeah, adopting a pet is a lifetime event. It's something that it's for the life of the animal or till yours is over, whichever comes first. Huh. If you guys have any questions on dogs, seriously, I've been doing a lot of research on it. Many. How many do you have? Just the three. Just these three. For me, it's just like kids. I love kids, but I went through 4 teenagers. That was more than enough. 3 dogs at once. I had 4 at one time, and Zeus, the fourth Z, he passed away in November 2015, 2 weeks before my 17-year-old yellow tabby cat passed away. They passed away same month. And I've got let me show it up big for you guys. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, fan me, Israel. Appreciate it. My 18-year-old tabby cat. Say hi, Cass. I know. I love. What? I think Zeke is trying to get pushy on the breakfast thing. Are you hungry? You want food? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Hmm? You're being very pushy, huh? This one is very vocal, huh? He's very vocal. Hmm. His nickname now is the Love Bug, and it's so true. Oh yeah. I'll wake up in the morning and that face is sitting staring right at my face, right on my pillow. He is by far one of the sweetest, aren't you? Yes. He's trying to tell me, he's dead. I want some treats. You guys hungry? You want to go hit the kitchen? Hmm? You want to go hit the kitchen? Oh boy! Oh, the sweetness I'm getting today. Oh my goodness gracious! The jealousy. That if any of you own multiple dogs or even multiple cats, the jealousy is insane. Sometimes, I mean, literally, these guys will get down to the point where Zoe, and she's a tough old broad, 12 years old, huh? And Zeke sometimes will literally go nose to nose, and I have to break them up. Jealousy, huh? You guys ready to go get some breakfast? Hmm? I know. I get it. I know. Yeah, I know. Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll go get some food right now. Yes. They're spoiled rotten, you guys. Absolutely spoiled rotten. But would you have it any other way? Seriously. I wouldn't. My goodness gracious. And the tail on this one is always wagging. If I could somehow attach that tail to some kind of generator, I could probably generate some electricity in the house because that tail is always going. Seriously, always going. I mean, it's more reliable than a metronome. Ha ha ha. What is it? Oh, well, God bless you too, Israel. Have a great day. Hey, if anybody captures a moment, I think nicer to see the dogs. I'm looking at my ugly mug all the time. Mind you, the dogs ain't going to help you lose weight, quit smoking, and get your diabetes under control or do anything about pain management. Huh. And these guys never do weights. I do see them stretch. That's one thing you'll always see a dog do. A dog is always stretching. Always. Huh. The minute they get up. What? Now watch this one. Hand signals with this one. Watch. Yeah. That means pet me. When the hand paw goes up, here. And if I stop, it goes up again. Every single time. He taught her to do the same thing, and this one as well. In fact, when this one came on board, he was just Mr. Panic Attack, and Zachary took him under wing. Literally. Huh. Yeah, all right, okay, all right. Mm. Almost time to trim his nails again. I trim their nails myself, even though sometimes this one acts like I'm literally cutting off his toes. Oh, what? You want attention too? Hmm? What? You know you're spoiled rotten, you guys. You know you're spoiled rotten, right? You know you are. Yes, you are. Huh. What? All right. All right. Well, I'm going to go get these guys some breakfast. Yes. Gonna go get these guys some breakfast. You guys want to join us? Will I take them in the kitchen and get them some breakfast? If so, I'll just stick you in my top pocket and you can come along. Somebody give me a yes. Huh. Huh. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 8:33 a.m.
Oh, still early. Well, I'm going to be online about between 10 and 11 Pacific, my time. And I'll be going for a couple hours today because I got to do weights, I got to do stretching. And there was a few folks that were going to want to join me today. I think it was today. I want to talk about issues about losing weight. And one lady was dealing with anorexia, and I was helping her. And of course, this year I'm helping everybody quit smoking. That's my give back. That's my community service, my freebies, if you will. You can't get your health in order if you smoke cigarettes. Seriously. I mean, I don't care if you use medical marijuana or even recreational marijuana. I fully support that. I mean, 44 years. This has helped me one way or another. And with my back issues, my serious back issues, permanent and severe disability, I didn't ask for it. They just said, that's what you have. It's all in the book I published in 2014. But I talk about it because 1 out of 3 Americans suffers back pain. I mean, 100 million Americans. So I'm not alone. I'm not alone. In fact, one of you guys probably has back pain, and I'm sure I'm not alone. But we talk about it, and I'm certainly in better condition to handle it now than I was back in 2005 when I was 252 pounds. What? These guys can be very pushy sometimes. Yes, sirree, Bob. I know exactly what you're after. I know exactly what you want. Sometimes it's still hard for me to believe he's 13. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Coffee. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Coffee. He's been 11 pounds standard. That's been his solid weight now. When he came to me, when I rescued him from the apartment complex he was abandoned in, he was about 6 pounds, and the doc said he wasn't far from kicking it because somebody had abandoned him in an apartment complex and left him there. And then nobody could touch him after the landlord had opened the apartment door. He took off like a shot. Well, obviously, I mean, he didn't know what the freak was going on. And then just hung out the apartment complex for several nights, and nobody could touch him or get next to him because he just wanted to bite everybody. So me and a McDonald's Happy Meal finally convinced him. I still had to trap him and get him in a carrier. But oh, he was flea ridden, skinny, scrawny. He was so weak the first week, or so that he couldn't even lift his leg to pee when I took him outside. So I had to clean him every time he had to go to the bathroom. I mean, it was sad what people do to dogs. It is just, oh, makes me crazy. Huh. Makes me crazy. That's why the dog book that I'm writing, and it's about 70 chapters in now, and hopefully I want to get it published by the end of the year. Part of the proceeds from the profits are going to go to empty the shelters. That's and probably a couple other organizations as well. But for me, I'm not going to be happy until we close all of the kill shelters. Seriously, all the freaking kill shelters have got to go. I mean, it's unacceptable. I mean, that's a black eye on all of us. If you agree with me, say so. I'm not kidding. I mean, we, as the responsible, intelligent life forms on this planet, we're pretty much in charge. We're responsible for all these guys. All right, Cass, come here. If any of you have ever had an old cat, once they start getting up past 12, 13, 14 years old, you'll notice that they start getting a little bit crazy. Cassie is literally at that point. Who's joined us? Hey, Jay. We're just playing with the dogs right now and listening to the catter wail. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were gonna go hit the kitchen and get these guys some of their morning treats for breakfast. Are you guys hungry? Huh? You gonna tell me something? Oh, you're trying to tell me something. What are you trying to tell me, huh? Zeke is a Welsh Corgi and Chihuahua mix. Zachary is a Pug and Chihuahua mix. He's called a Chug. Zeke is a Chiggy. And Zoe, who's giving us the cold shoulder right now, hey Zoe, is a Chiweenie. She's half Dachshund and half Chihuahua. Here, let's grab her. Let's get the little girl. Come here, little girl. Say hi to everybody. That's my little girl. Ears are so soft. Her ears are as soft as deer velvet. All right. Emotionally, all dogs are about the same as a 2 to 3 year old child, a toddler. Emotionally, they're about the same. Intellectually, about the same as well. My dogs understand probably 300, 400 words easy, and I have to be careful and spell some words because if I speak like going for RIDE in the CAR, my little white chug will be at the garage and next to the car before I can blink. So yeah, I mean, there are words that you absolutely know that they understand, and there's just no way around it. Going for a WALKFOOD. I mean, all of these words are ones that dogs understand, and they're just like human children. They learn from their parents. Dogs learn from you, huh? And it doesn't matter the size of the dog. It doesn't matter the breed of the dog. There's no such thing as a aggressive breed of dog. The aggression comes from the training from the human. I have yet to meet a pit bull puppy who couldn't be the sweetest lap dog on the planet. In fact, pit bulls used to be called the nanny dog because of how protective they are. And they got such a bad name. They really did. Others too. I mean, of the large dog breeds, Rottweilers got a bad name. My shepherd, was a lap dog. I had a 70-pound lap dog who was a German shepherd. Dobermans, humans went ahead and decided to play God, and a couple hundred years ago started doing selective breeding, and we took a perfectly good gray wolf, that had been following us for about 50,000 years, and turned it into everything from a Chihuahua to a Mastiff and everything in between. They all come from the gray wolf. Every single dog, domestic dog, comes from a gray wolf. So, we took a perfectly good gray wolf that could fend for itself out in nature and turned it into a couch potato. These guys, I don't think, could survive one night trying to fend for itself out in the woods. These guys are no gray wolves. So, as far as I'm concerned, because humans intervened, because we decided to play God and we're the ones who created domestic dogs, literally, then we're responsible for them. All of them. Every single last one of them. Which includes all the ones that wind up abandoned and getting euthanized in shelters every year. And I already said the numbers. I'm not going to repeat them. It just drives me crazy. Let's see if somebody, you have a question, comment? Yeah, yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, pit bulls. There is no such thing as a bad dog. Literally, only bad humans. Just like there's no such thing as a bad child, only bad parents. There really is no major difference between being a pet parent and being a child parent. There's no difference. You still have to. Well, yeah, the big difference I would say is human children grow up, and get a sense of self by the age 4 or 5, and start thinking about how their behavior and what they do affects people and things around them, right? They get a sense of self, if you will, children. Dogs never really get a sense of self, never. And I'll give you an easy test on this. If you took a 2-year-old child and you put a cookie on a table and they went to reach for the cookie and you said no, all right, a 2-year-old child understands the word no. Okay, so do my dogs. A 4-year-old, now that child, of course, is going to reach for that cookie again almost immediately because one, they don't have a sense of self. They haven't got a self identity yet. A 2-year-old child still hasn't reached that point. Okay, so for them, that no is transient. That no goes in one ear and out the other, and that no is done as soon as it's over. That no only stands, it means for that moment. Okay, that's how long that no lasts. Oh, and it may not even mean me. It could be that no is just, it could be something that's just stopping them from going after the cookie, period, for only that brief time. Same thing, a dog with a treat or a dog going after food on a table. So a dog having the mentality of about a 2 to 3 year old child will remain that way the entire 10, 15, 20 years that they're with you. All right. They will always have that toddler mentality. They'll never reach a sense of self identity, a sense of self. Okay. Now, they will mature. And believe me, Zoe, who's been with me since 2007, has certainly matured, and she has, and I would say she's probably, I'd say closer now to maybe a 3-year-old, maybe even pushing up as high as 4. And of course, just like people out there, there are genius dogs, just like there are genius people. We come in all ranges, and there are some absolutely amazing dogs of all breeds out there. And that's just genetics, just pure genetics within canines. But we're responsible for these guys, literally. Every year we euthanize more than 10 million dogs and cats in American shelters. I've been railing about it for years. It drives me crazy. All of my animals have been rescues my entire life. Dogs, cats, everything. I even rescued a bunny that some idiot family took in, or they bought it for their kids for Easter, and then they just threw it in the backyard, and it escaped. And we have coyotes and owls and hawks, Now, I took this bunny in and I said, that's it. You're staying with me from now on. So I got all the bunny stuff and all the bunny food and all the bunny cages and everything to take care of a bunny, right? Only to find out I'm allergic to rabbit fur. So every time I held the darn thing and on my bare skin, I would break out in huge hives. But he didn't go anywhere. Barney stayed with us till a coyote jumped our wall and took him early one morning. Yeah, that was that was something. But he was a big white bunny, and he was great. And I was just careful, so I always wore clothing and sleeved clothing when I held him, but it didn't stop me. Like I say, we're the ones that are supposedly at the top of the food chain, supposedly, which to me puts us in charge, makes us responsible for all these guys. And it's a black eye on all of us. Huh. You guys ready to get some breakfast, huh? I've been sitting here yammering at these guys, and you guys are probably ready to get some chow. They do their main meal at night. In the morning, I just give them a few of their dog treats, I guess. Yeah, we get some on Amazon. We get some on Chewy. It all depends. I try not to give them too many treats, but as parents always spoil their kids. All right, enough coughing. Hang on. If you guys have any questions, serious, if you haven't fanned me yet, go ahead because I'm going to be back on here shortly doing personal trainer and health coaching stuff. Thursday is one of my days for weights. I do weights 3 times a week. I do cardio 6 times a week. In fact, I'm going to go do my 4 miles before I come back and get online with you guys and talk about how to get healthy because a lot of people need help these days. We literally have 2 epidemics happening in America right now, and I got caught up in both of them. We have an obesity epidemic happening right now. I used to be 250 plus pounds. I had a 38 BMI. In my mid 40s, I got hit with type 2 diabetes. So instead of, picking out toes and fingers, I didn't want to keep, because the doc told me you got to make some changes or pick out fingers and toes you don't like because you're going to lose them. So I had to get rid of about 110 pounds. Got rid of my cigarettes July 15, 2005. And actually, after 25 years in information technology, my lower back was so bad, they put me on permanent severe disability. So I decided to become a certified personal trainer and a health coach, which is what I really wanted, and did so at 56. And that's been almost 3 years ago now. So now I help people quit smoking, get in shape, lose weight. Those are the things that are my specialties. Obviously, been there, done that. In fact, the book I put out in 2014, Pushing Double Nickels, it's on Amazon. You can go download 30, 40 pages or read the whole thing on Kindle. I give it away for free digitally. So if you want the ebook, just message me, on any of my social links or my website is Personal Training with Brad, personaltrainingwithbrad.com. So you can message me or send me a text or email to pushingdoublenickels@yahoo.com. If you have a dog, do your dog a favor. Every day, a couple times a day, clean out their eyes. If they don't have thumbs, seriously, they appreciate it. Cats, too. I mean, they get crusty eyes just like we do in the corners. And they feel so much better if you clean it out. Hanzo, come here. Let's see. Yeah. They really do. And sometimes it can get crusty enough when it can affect their vision, especially if you have long haired dogs. A friend of mine has a long haired little dog that gets the stuff that just crusts up all the fur around his poor little eyes. There we go. That's better. That's better. It's almost time. Well, yours aren't so bad. And a little bit of nail trimming. When you're trimming nails, remember, don't cut down past the quick. And you can see the quick. It's that little line that goes up. So don't cut them down past the quick, especially when you're first starting them as puppies, because you want to train them as young as possible that getting their nails trimmed is not something horrible. It's not we're going to cut your toes off event like Zachary thinks. Huh. It is not like that. What? Yeah, I know. They've been very patient this morning because they are waiting for their morning treats. How's that? How's that? Huh. Remember, this one's 13 years old. He could be as old as 15. I don't think so, but he's at least 13. And we know this one's at least 12. Zoe's been with me since 2007. Don't climb on your sister. The competition, if you have multiple dogs or multiple cats, you know the competition can get fierce. Huh? Absolutely. It can get absolutely fierce, right? Yeah, I love you too. Oh my goodness. One thing you can always count on from your dogs, unconditional love. I don't care how big a POS you might be. And believe me, there's people out there who should not own pets. Unconditional love, constant from a dog, constant. In the same vein, they need the love from you as well. You don't just take a dog any size and put him on a chain, throw him in the backyard. It's like taking a big 2-year-old child and doing that. It's just not acceptable. Huh? Just not acceptable. And I can guarantee you, any dog, every dog will always rather be inside with you. I don't care if it's a 200-pound Mastiff. That dog will always rather be inside with you, especially if it's cold and wet and nasty. Now, that's not going to stop them from going outside. I've got a doggy door. These guys have access to the backyard 24/7. No, not after dark. I close it. But during the daylight hours, these guys have constant access to go outside, right? Anyhow, you guys have any questions on dogs? Hit me up. Otherwise, we're probably going to close out this session here shortly because I got to go get my cardio done. Every day, well, 6 days a week, I do 4 miles at about 4 miles an hour to get my heart rate. I wouldn't be a very good personal trainer if I couldn't personally train myself. So I'm going to go get my mileage done. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to do some stretching, help people out who've got lower back pain like myself. Talk about weight loss because we have a major problem with that right now. Not just in America, although we lead the freaking way. I hate that fact. 1 out of 3 Americans is overweight. 1 out of 3 Americans is obese. So that means 2 out of 3 Americans right now is either overweight or obese. I was both. I was 252 pounds with a BMI of 38. So I was obese at that point. And all the way down to 142 where I'm at now. So I've been there, done that. So I'll talk about that. There's a lot of things that can be done, even small things, just small changes can really help out because 84 million Americans right now are pre-diabetic. Those are the new numbers, and they scare the living daylights out of me. Anyhow, this was about dogs. We'll talk about health and training in a couple hours. Appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If you haven't fanned me yet, go ahead and fan me now. I like to do the dog thing in the morning early when I can. And the health thing for me, my give back this year is helping out as much as I can. For me, MLK Day is every day. So I want to give back as much as I can. Hey, if I was still 250 pounds and still smoking cigarettes, because I smoked cigarettes for 31 years, if I hadn't made some changes, almost 13 years ago, I don't think I'd be here now to talk about it. I'm certain that if I hadn't made changes, I wouldn't have become a personal trainer at 56, and health coach at 56. So, and if I can make changes, seriously, old IT couch potato, if I can make changes, anybody can make changes. I've proven it. I've taken folks like me and I've helped them already. I've helped people lose weight. I've helped people quit smoking. And yeah, a lot of folks that I'm working with right now are pre-diabetic. And that's a big, big issue. You never want to get there. I am a type 2 diabetic. I have to take 2 meds a day, 2 different kinds of meds a day, because my pancreas is now only half active. Wish to God I had known when I was pre-diabetic, and it's a fair way. If you're overweight or obese, your propensity for being pre-diabetic is very high. So get in and get your freaking labs done. Find out what your A1C is. Because as a personal trainer, I won't even take on a client who can't tell me the numbers from their doctor. And seriously, the A1C, the blood sugars, their BMI, we can figure out by their height and weight. Their blood pressure, I want to know. I want to know if their cholesterol is where it needs to be. And of course, resting heart rate. Everybody should know what the resting heart rate is. Anyhow, I'll get off my soapbox. Anyhow, I appreciate you guys joining us for walking the dogs this morning. I mean, I could probably title it "Walking the Babies," because they really are like babies to me. Huh, you guys. Huh. Emotionally, they have all the same emotions we do, except for one. Anybody want to guess which emotion I think humans have that dogs don't have? In 50 plus years with dogs, I have yet to see this one emotion. Anybody want to guess? Go ahead, think about it. Hey, if anybody knows how to capture a moment, go ahead and do it with the good looking guy here on the screen. Huh, Mr. Zeke. Huh, look at that face. Who couldn't love this face? Huh? Who couldn't love this face? Hard to believe he was abandoned twice. He was taken back to a shelter twice. Can you imagine how that must have felt? Oh my God. They called me and told me he had just been brought back to a shelter. They were describing what had happened to this little guy, a friend of mine, and who also does animal rescue like me. And I said, no, bring him to me. Just bring him to me. And that was July 2015, 16, 15, 16. Yeah, July 2016. So it'll be his third year coming up this July. Oh, baby. Joey and Zoe since 2007, and Zachary since 2009, and Cassie, my 18-year-old tabby cat, since 2003. She's been with me. Hi, you guys. Anyhow, if you guys have any questions on domestic animals, I haven't worked on a farm for a season in Kentucky, and I had the privilege of working alongside pigs of all sizes and ages. I mean, some monster hogs. But they are so intelligent. It's amazing how intelligent they are. Cows too. Cows are amazing, and they have personalities. All animals that are mammals have a limbic system. Mammals have limbic systems. Anything that has a limbic system has feelings and emotions. Period. I don't care if it swims, flies, crawls. If it's a mammal, it has a limbic system. If it has a limbic system, it has feelings and emotions. All of them. There's just one emotion I'm pretty sure these guys don't have that humans have. Because I've never seen it. Any breed, any dog, 50 plus years being around these guys. And I'm writing a dog book, so I do consider myself something of an expert. Huh. Anybody, you want to guess? Go ahead. All right. Well, we're going to get rolling. I got to get out the door. If you guys want to join me here in a couple hours, I'll be back and we're going to be doing some personal training, some stretching. I'm going to be doing some weights. I work with weights 3 times a week, just light weights. And I'm going to be talking to you about becoming healthy if you are out of balance right now. But seriously, if you're overweight, if you're smoking cigarettes, if you're overeating, if you already know that you're pre-diabetic, because remember, 84 million Americans out of 330 are currently pre-diabetic. I was pre-diabetic and became a full-blown diabetic before I was able to get control of it. So now I try and help people before they get on the full-blown type 2 diabetes list. Hey, if I can do it, seriously, anybody can do it. And if you're a pet owner, yeah, thank you. For me, everybody who's a pet owner and a responsible pet parent, that's just one less dog that's out on the streets or being dropped off at a shelter. So we've got to empty all of them. These guys really are our responsibility, in my opinion, anyway. Appreciate you guys watching. Fan me if you haven't, and I will see you in just a little bit. About 11.